Welcome to Tush Twins, seen exclusively on MalcolmPresents.com, a streaming platform heard round the world and beyond. And I'm Malcolm Berman. I'm not one of the twins, but we have the two twins, Max,
Hello.
Rusty, or
Hello.
Paula, or whatever you want to be called,
Whoever.
or whatever.
Uh
Auntie Cuckoo.
Auntie
Auntie
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
And now we are the Tush
Great
twins
aunt.
and now she's a great auntie for the second time. So
Wow.
Yes. Third
that's
time. Third time. Because
third time.
Tamara has
Oh, right, Tamara
Carlson,
and
Tamara.
Nicole.
Let's
So
forget
this is your
about
Nicole has
first.
tomorrow.
two.
So are they all
And then
boys?
all boys.
We
Wow.
need to get a girl.
And then my nephew Rocco and his wife
is,
Emily
is that a girl or a
are
boy?
due a boy.
Oh no, oh my God. It's like the Margot. It's all boys.
It's all boys.
My friend Tracy, she has two granddaughters and a third on the way. It's all girls, completely reversed.
In 20 years, you're going to be very popular.
Yeah,
Everybody wants to be set up with your
yeah, that just
with the
One of
boys.
my
with the
nephews.
with the boys. There
And
you
they're
go.
so cute. Oh my
Well,
God. They're so adorable.
well,
I'm compelling.
it's good to my nephew Ami and his wife Sarah, their babies due October.
Mhm.
So we have like all these babies in a row, like ducks in a row. We got babies in a row.
I don't
So
know. It's growing up. I always found that the parents always wanted to find mates for their daughters, not so much for their sons, but for the
well, the
daughters that were looking
sons,
for
it's
wives.
right because the daughters have a biological clock, and
Right.
the sons can
Yeah.
they can carry on for a while.
Right.
So it's not something. That's why the boys are a little different, but
Boys seem to, even in my day, they seem to have married later, but later was like in their, late 20s, early 30s. And
right.
that
We
was
got married
considered normal.
early in our years. I got married at 21.
But yeah, I was like
Well, your
22.
biological clock was running.
Oh yeah.
No, it never ran. Never
Oh,
ran.
okay. Oh my goodness, you just sent me a picture. I mean, that is the cutest thing ever.
No,
Isn't that
Just the
cute?
cutest, oh, he must be a
for
happy big
some reason,
brother.
even with my kids, I never found babies cute.
You sound
A,
like Dennis. He
a
thinks they're
baby's a
all
baby.
ugly.
They're all, I like them. They're
They,
so helpless and have the express and they're so like new. I mean, that this sort
they
of like
smell pretty. They smell cute.
I
you have
love
to,
the
input
smell of their hair.
personalities and things. But as far as
It's
cute, yeah.
their hair.
Yeah, that's what Dennis goes. He
Oh,
goes, yeah, I
sorry,
seen it. The same thing.
my boy was adorable, and he's handsome as hell now.
A
So
baby's a
Yes, he
baby.
was. Yes,
sorry.
he is.
You're the
My
god. You're the
godson.
god. You're the god
My
mom. You
godmother.
may be an auntie and a great auntie, but you're a god mom to only
I'm a
one.
godmother.
Yeah,
One person, and
one
that's my
person.
E.
Okay.
I love my E.
We got to get together.
Do you have the God person like in the? I know, like my wife comes from the Catholic religion. The godparents are really take responsibility for the child. Over here,
Yeah.
godparents were sort of like at least when I grew up Jewish, they didn't believe so much in godparents. A godparent or it's sort of like an honorary position. There was no responsibilities to it.
His
Well, I
responsibility.
had when I
Pay
took
up
my
chocolate chip
godson.
cookies.
I took my godson to see a dominatrix. So hey,
Yeah.
listen.
You are the most bizarre and weird, and that's our
Talking
topic for today.
weird.
Talk about weird. How was that for weird? You took your godson, my son, and he'd just been bar mitzvahed to the World Series. And what's even weirder is that they had this going on at the World Series.
It was out in the open. The
How do we
cameras are
even like?
there,
Is
and
there a way to check that? I mean, is there anything online?
I have
What is the
no idea.
dominatrix? Exactly. What was it? I don't know if we're talking about the same thing as I'm
We
thinking.
are.
We
We're
are
talking about the same thing. It
he
was City Field, right?
city. No, it's Shea
Shea?
Stadium.
They
It was
say
still
Hmm.
Shea?
when you're
It's
talking
still Shea
2000?
dominatrix, I
Stadium.
think of chains and whips
2000 was
and
Shea?
handcuffs.
It
2000
was
was
still
Shea?
Shea. It
Man,
was
really?
13.
I
Yeah,
know.
that was 20 years ago. No, it was Shea, I think.
Yeah, Shea Stadium. So when did they go to Citi Field? Uh,
It was about 15 years ago. 10,
About the only
15.
thing that I know of, yeah, that is still the same as Yankee Stadium. I don't think they've ever changed that.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, what is it?
No, there's still Yankee Stadium,
it's
Yankee
and it'll
Yankee
Stadium.
always be,
Stadium.
but
It's
it's a
yeah.
new stadium.
Oh,
Newer.
right, but it doesn't have Miller Beers and Miller's Yankee Stadium.
No,
It's Yankee
no,
So
no.
Stadium.
so the Shea Stadium was demolished in 2009.
Yeah.
So they were there probably from 2010. So you're right, about almost 15 years. So this was at Shea Stadium.
But
Yep.
The Shea Stadium I knew and love. This is a Subway Series between the Yankees and the Mets. Okay?
We
He
won that one game.
you won the one game, and not only that, who was the relief
but
pitcher again? He got the
going
game.
back to dominatrix, what happened?
Okay. We were going around looking at all kinds of carnival stuff around, and we
Games
saw
and
these
things.
games and all kinds of fun stuff. And we saw this TV camera, and Elon and I, of course, I see a camera. I go, ta-da!
Of course.
So,
Ta-da!
She
so we
she has to
walked
get in front
over.
of the camera. This is
So we walked
bizarre.
over, and they're asking sports questions. So they asked, I forgot what the question was, and Elon
Because
raised
he
his hand, and they go to him, and he had the answer. So they told him, "Oh, you win. Now you have a choice. You could be spanked, or you could spank Madam, whatever her
how
name was."
how how in a million years did they allow that to happen?
And he
How?
goes, he went like this. Oh, could we spank her?
Of course. Oh God. Oh, and notice who's smiling. Malcolm is smiling
I
as my
go down.
boy.
I
As my
called my
boy.
husband, and he goes, "Oh, he knew the question. That was great. Not that he thought it was funny."
Oh,
Well, your
hysterical.
husband said, "No, me, I want to do it. Spank me, spank me."
I still don't get
That's
it.
sort of weird at Shea
Weird?
Stadium.
See? Weird.
That's
This is
Weird.
what
weird.
I'm talking about. That is a weird thing. Weird. What is
And the
weird?
first thing we come out of the train, and we're meeting Max and Les in
Grand
Grand Central
Central.
Station, and Elon runs out and said, "Mom, Mom," and he goes, "How
He
was the
had the
game?"
game. He had the
And at
ball was
first he
signed
had a
by
game.
right.
Lighter
No,
was
no,
no, no,
the
was
relief pitcher signed it. Who was the really good relief pitcher on the Mets
I
then?
don't remember. My brain's not there. But he
Oh.
runs to his mother, and they're asking him, "How was the game?" He goes, "I spanked a dominatrix."
And this is he screams this out. And there's people coming off the train in Grand Central. We're picking him up. I'm talking about the pitcher. Like you must be so excited. You have the ball that he signed before the game, and he was the winning pitcher, and the Mets won. I'm like, what's a dominatrix? I couldn't. I just couldn't get it. It
I
was.
laughed my brains out.
I
I
was
thought,
like, you lost your freaking mind. You just
but
you
it
just
was fun. He had a good time, and that was really weird.
That
that's
was weird.
weird. Uh, I don't know. I'm trying to find.
And I used to watch a TV show called the Andy, what you call it?
Andy
Oh my
Griffith.
God, my brain. Andy Williams show. And he used to go weird. They used to go to him, weird, Andy, weird.
Oh,
I
yeah.
loved
Well,
Andy.
this was weird. This was a definite weird. I don't
It
know.
was fun.
I can't keep futzing with who the pitcher was, but anyway, he was one of the best relief pitchers for the Mets like ever. And
Hmm.
I'll have to
And
look.
of course they trade him away.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, I thought he'd be with them for a long time. And the Mets started doing okay, and now they lost 4 in a row. So don't even. They lost to the Athletics, which is like the worst team. I'm like, "God, what is going on with you boys?"
Mhm.
Anyway,
They
so
bad.
so weird. We're talking about weird because weird's been in the news a lot.
a
Really?
lot.
I've been saying for months like how everything is just weird. And Les keeps going, stop using weird. And then all of a sudden, weird is everywhere. It's
Well, yeah.
everywhere. So,
Where does
Well,
in vogue right now?
weird is what?
In vogue.
It's in vogue.
weird
And
is, yes, it's in vogue.
so from the vocabulary.com it says their definition is weird is rooted in Germanic mythology, where the
Mhm.
weird sisters were three funky looking goddesses that controlled fate and destiny. We dropped
Your
the
faith and
idea
I'm destiny.
we dropped we dropped the idea of destiny and clung to how weird the weird sisters looked. So in today's slang, we even use weird as a verb, as in to weird someone out or make them feel uneasy. So this is what's been going on. We have a complete
I, I,
turnaround in what's
And I'm
going.
feeling very uneasy because
I
I'm
did
getting weirded
when you
out.
talked about that, I thought that would be a great movie. We should do a movie about the Weird Sisters.
Yeah, well,
I think we should.
You
here
could
we
be
are.
instead of
We're
twins,
the Tush twins, but we're the weird
we can become the
sisters.
weird. Maybe we'll change the name of the show.
Weird is our first name, Tush is our last.
Like
Weird
The Weird
Tush.
Twins.
weird Tush.
Instead of the Tush
Yeah.
Twins, to become the Weird Twins. Let's
Nah,
update this.
nah. Tush twins are better. Sorry.
We're
We
cute.
need to keep the Tush. But
Mhm.
But
weird
actually,
is
you should, being a musician, you should do a song about the Tush Twins.
yeah.
We're,
One Tush
like we're
two.
Tush, we're like the Patty Duke, we're Tush Twins, it's inseparable Tush Twins.
Yeah, well, we joined at the Tush, and that ain't
And
no
say, I'm the
much.
right cheek, I'm the left cheek. Anyway, what were
La
we going to talk about? Being weird.
La cucaracha.
Let's get back to the subject. We were going to talk about weather, at least part of the day.
Wait a minute, I'm not done with weird. You
Well, no,
see,
I
weird
like
weather.
weird.
Okay.
I have to say there's the weather's weird. Yeah,
Hmm.
we'll talk about the weird weather. But you thought I was weird, you
Oh,
Miss
you
over
were. You
there,
were so, yeah, you were.
when I was prego with the boy and
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't eat
Eat
spaghetti.
spaghetti. And
To the
you're so freaking weird.
And you told brother Mitch, because he asked, how's my sis doing? And you said, she's weird.
She's
She's
weird. She
not.
won't eat
Yeah,
spaghetti.
right. Like he thought it was something like really bad. And you
It's
went, and I
really
was in the
so
conversation.
strange and weird.
She's acting weird. She's acting strange. And he goes, like, what is she doing? And then you went, she won't eat spaghetti. What's wrong with her? Wouldn't eat spaghetti. And this went on the whole time until finally I did sit down and
Yeah,
eat spaghetti in front of you and you clapped.
yes.
So the weird,
Is there any reason you didn't eat spaghetti? I mean, aside from it wasn't in your taste buds.
sometimes when you're pregnant, and I couldn't and the smell of hamburgers would
Oh,
make me nauseous. Those two things, for
oh.
some reason, I don't know if it was the consistency or I don't know why, because
And
spaghetti tastes good. I mean, why I didn't eat
Eddie,
normally,
that.
good,
And I was weird.
bad, weird.
You were really weird. But you see, you call me weird then, and I can call you out on weird a couple of reasons. Well, I'll go with just one. Who puts
What?
ketchup on ice cream?
You did.
Oh, no, you did, and
You
you put
did.
it no, you did, and
Lemon ice cream.
no, because you dared me. That's the only reason I did it. But if you
Because we
think
put cinnamon on
it
hamburgers.
was
cinnamon
weird.
on hamburgers.
Yeah,
We
well,
were just trying to do weird
we were
stuff. We were weird.
you see, we were weird. I mean, in a good way, not the
Yes.
weird in the insane way,
Well,
because there
my
are
mother
different.
was a traditional Jewish cook, but when we had pasta, she didn't have any of the
Hmm.
sauce on it. Our pasta was butter
Spaghetti.
and ketchup.
Hmm.
Oh God,
Mine was ketchup. No, my mom made spaghetti
your
meatballs
mom
with
No,
made
no.
sauce.
good stuff.
No,
Yeah,
but when I didn't like certain foods, so my side dish at night sometimes was spaghetti and ketchup. That
Butter
was
and
my
ketchup.
favorite food to
But
today. My
but when I
favorite.
made that, sometimes I made it for my sons when they were younger. So
I just can't get the
so what I
ketchup
did
part.
is I used to call it pasta alla Lee, because Lee was my mom, but it
Yeah,
sounded
okay.
like that.
Oh, pasta la Lee
I
sounds good.
love
Pasta alla Lee.
spaghetti.
Do
I love
you?
spaghetti. I love spaghetti. Number
Uh,
8, love
uh,
ranzoni. I'll eat any pasta.
But
yeah, I
but but
like.
I don't like angel hair.
Yeah,
but too
neither.
thin.
It's too thin.
But it's
Too
always
thin and
but
mushy.
It's not. You need more zip to it.
but pasta
Yeah.
has to be al dente.
It has to
Al
be al
It has to
dente.
dente,
be a
but it
little
has to
hard.
have. It has to
Let's
have
have
like
a
when you're putting it in your
guilty.
mouth and chewing and
You're
feeling
right.
it. The
Otherwise, it's sort of like
yeah,
chewing
nah, you
gunk.
yeah, I like
Okay,
yeah, I
here's
like
another weird thing today, just quickly. I made preserves.
you because you well,
Well,
that's
that's
not
because you're weird.
necessarily it's not necessarily weird to make preserves, but
But for
the
me,
fact that for you doing it, it's weird. As
and I
long as you
went
didn't
to
put
my
ketchup
friend's,
in, no ketchup in
no,
there, right?
no, I
Okay.
made blackberry. But my favorite thing this past week, I went to my friend's farm and I cut down bushels of kale for myself, tomato and flat beans.
Well,
Good.
if you like
I cut
cutting
them all.
down
I did it
things,
all.
if you like cutting down things, I have a friend that has an oak tree in their backyard
Yeah.
that has to be cut
Me.
down.
I didn't tell you.
What?
A giant 6-story oak tree fell in my backyard, and it fell towards the back because if it fell the other way, it would have hit my
Mm-hmm.
bedroom and my house when I was sleeping.
We might
Oy
have to have
vey.
So
somebody else.
so
We might have
so
to have
now
somebody
I
else for
now
the
I
show.
gotta call a tree person to cut it. It's down, but it's kind of hitting one of another tree, and I don't want the other tree to go down.
No,
And
you better have that taken
I
care of.
was
They're
I
expecting
you know,
major storms this year. So
well, I hope maybe it'll
La
bypass us, but
Nina. Can you
well,
say
I
La
just
Nina?
want to get through a month without bad weather. That's all.
Not
Who
going to
knows?
happen.
Who knows? But anyway, so yeah, so speaking of why that happened, it must have been a direct wind
Hmm.
because there were no tornado reported here up by in Putnam, I think there was or something. There was a
There
EF1 or
wasn't,
something.
and Kingston, there was a tornado
Yeah,
up
there was
there.
yeah, so there were a couple of tornadoes that were actually reported, but the wind here was blowing crazy, and
Yeah,
it had to be a direct wind, or
wind shear.
they call it a derico.
A
It's like
Derico?
a derico. That's another name for like these direct winds, and that
Jericho and the dominoes.
derico and the dominoes. Yes,
Ooh.
the derico hits and the trees go down like dominoes. Yes,
Dominoes.
Well,
yes,
the only thing I can report is yesterday we had an earthquake.
all
I
right.
Los
saw
Angeles.
that on,
That's a
I
slight
saw that
thing.
America's Got Talent.
Yeah, did you feel it?
What do you mean America's Got Talent?
America's Got Talent because it's live and they
They
were
were
Oh,
doing
filming?
rehearsals and they
Oh,
showed the
things shake.
building moving and people
yeah,
started panicking.
they do it in Pasadena.
Yeah,
We were in LA after the Northridge, which was huge. That was like
yes, we
almost seven,
were.
right?
No, I
And
think
Mm-hmm.
remember it
7 point,
6.6 something. But
it
it was
was
oh,
it
huge
was
in
it
certain
whatever.
was
areas.
huge. And we went to eat out a couple of days later or something, and we were all sitting at a round table, the Margot
Cruise.
crew, the crew, we were eating. And all of a sudden the water started to shake and the
Mm-hmm.
chandeliers or the lights started to shake. You and me and Les are looking, and we're looking at each other like, and the other ones, everyone's in there, they're
It's
eating like
normal.
it's nothing. It's nothing. They're
We were at
eating, they're talking,
Foods.
they're drinking,
It's
and
it's
we're
an
like,
it's
things are
it's
moving.
an aftershock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but what it was like when you're from New York, it's
we were
not
at
something
Abby and
you,
Phil's and
yeah.
I was leaning on the cabinet and all of a sudden I start doing the jitterbug. Woo! And I was like,
Yeah,
even Abby got scared in that one.
we,
Oh,
we, we
the
got,
Northridge? Yeah.
yeah, the
Yeah.
Northridge was crazy. I mean, we went to the valley to Mitch and we
Mm-hmm.
drive and we would see in the valley area where you are, Mel, there were buildings that were down
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
next door to them they were up.
Yeah,
So it just was
up
so
in
random.
up in the hills where I live, some of them completely went down.
Hmm.
I mean, they were completely destroyed. Thank God my house was only minor damage. I mean, minor, about $10,000, $20,000.
Yeah, wow.
But it
Well,
was
that's
Mm.
like
still,
cracks.
Yeah, Mitch's fish tank went down that time.
Oh, his house was a disaster.
Disaster. I remember that.
His 100-gallon fish tank completely tipped
But I,
over.
I remember when I was looking to buy a house up in the hills over here on Coldwater Canyon and Woodman, and they had up in the hills, they have houses built by Neutra, who's what he does, it the house is on the side of the hill and they don't have a bottom to the house. So they have is like it's on stilts.
Right, it's on stilts.
And
Right,
you
and
look
it's
out in the
yeah.
deck and you go, oh my God.
Well, I was there when there was a mudslide and a house slid onto Laurel Canyon. A house
I used to
slid
drive
onto
Laurel
Canyon.
Canyon every other day when I lived out
Well,
there.
a
Oh
house
my God.
slid onto Laurel Canyon Drive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Well, when
yeah.
I was
Is that weird?
That's
well,
very
I
weird.
was
How weird is
there was a
this?
rainstorm and a friend of mine lived up in the valley in the hills and there was a mudslide and I went into his living room and I
Oh
came the
man.
next day and I was trying to dig the mud out,
Oh
Mm.
no.
but I slipped and I was like I'm waist high in mud
That's not
and
good.
I slipped and I fell completely down.
How'd you
And
get out?
I had to lift my hand up and so it pulled me out.
Yeah, because at that
I
point you're
felt like
stuck.
I
It's
felt
not
like I was
quicksand,
in
but you're stuck.
yeah.
You'd be
Yeah.
stuck.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, you
Quicksand.
can't get up because you do and you're sliding.
Quicksand is weird.
It was like
Uh
quicksand.
yeah. So anyway, so there's
Well,
there's
we
so
used to
much.
think New York and New Jersey was safe to live in. Now we have hurricanes, we have tornadoes, we have earthquakes.
Yeah,
Earthquakes.
we have all
The
sorts of
weather
fun.
is weird.
The
I mean,
weather is
talking
weird.
Weird.
it's
It's not normal. I mean, we would have weather back in the day. I remember Hurricane Donna. I remember it filling up Ocean Parkway, and we were hoping it wasn't
Hmm.
going to come onto our house. But we didn't get stuff like this. It wasn't constant, crazy weather. And that's because the atmosphere is warmer, the water is warmer. Well,
We're like a
it's a
lot warmer.
climate is changing and people are denying it. They're not even considering it in the election. People know that there's climate change, but they're not even voting
yeah.
on that issue. It's the least of everything that they're voting on is climate change, which
Well, the
is the
thing
most
is,
Which is a
thing that
shame.
affects people the most. I'm not,
everything is economics. Like, they're talking about the electric cars. Oh, yeah, we should be using gas.
right.
We should
Well,
use the gas and the oil. That's what's part of it causing it. The
well,
carbon
I'm glad there was
footprint.
an interview between Orange Man and Musk. He makes electric cars and Orange Man hates electric cars. Huh. Interesting. We shouldn't have electric cars. I don't know,
Why did Elon Musk give him lots of money?
because he's a sociopath just like
Yeah.
him. When you have two
I just
narcissistic sociopaths, that's weird.
Well,
Together at one time, that's weird. It's
what I find more weirder,
What's that? Weirder?
yeah,
what's more weird.
is that Trump. I know Trump, right? But how
Yeah.
about the people that vote for him?
Yeah,
I
well,
cannot see why they vote for him.
are
Well,
cults
this is not
weird?
I know that's
I mean, to
weird,
me,
and
that's
we're not supposed to
weird
be
when
a
they know
political
him.
show.
Yeah, no political.
No
Stop.
You can't
politics.
avoid
Stop.
it.
So what was weird in 1974 and what's weird now? Nixon resigned in 74.
I don't remember
Okay.
74. We got to be specific.
1974. That was the year that was. It was 50 years ago. So I'm
That
just
was
trying
year
to
that
Well,
remember
was.
that.
we were at the end of the Vietnam War
Yeah, well, we
We
were
still
getting
am.
out.
because
Yeah,
75 was when we bailed out.
we bailed it, but 74 we were still in the war and
Right.
people were still protesting.
That was
One,
I
two,
forget when
three. What are we
We're
fighting
fighting
for?
for
Hell,
When
I
Walter
don't
give
give
a
a
damn.
damn.
yeah.
Next
When
up we
Walter
Next up we
get.
Cronkite said the war we should pull out, that's when sort of like the middle class decided. Walter Cronkite said it.
Right.
It must be
Well,
true.
Well,
today
my
we have
parents didn't care. They wanted me to go protest, and I was fine. I had
my
my parents.
parents my parents were pretty, loose about things, but
Very,
they did,
yeah.
my dad really didn't want me to get, he thought I can get hurt. He was more concerned, not about protesting, which is your right to do, but he
Yes.
was, he didn't want me to get hurt, in any
No,
kind of
he didn't want
craziness.
me, and my parents didn't either. And
I
I
mean,
had to be home at a certain time,
but
but
we went
we
to,
did it. The
Coney
village.
Island, to
Oh,
the
yeah.
where to the Army Recruiting Center.
Army. Mm-hmm.
Right. And
I remember that.
they took pictures of us. You know that we probably have a file somewhere.
Oh, I
And
do. My brother was
damn,
told by his service,
I
by
remember
his
you said that.
captain, and he told my brother to warn my parents they have a file on me.
Right. And we were maybe
We were,
18.
well,
Some
we
of this
also
started, we
helped
were even
close the
young.
school. We helped
What?
close Lincoln. We did the moratorium day. We were one of the
Well,
people
I
that
didn't really
I did.
participate. I didn't go in with that all the way. I was
I did.
more concerned when the SDS came in when Kent State happened. And
Yes.
they came
What year was
in,
Kent State?
was it
70, 71.
70, something like that. I don't know. We have to look it up. I don't even know. It was 70s or 70.
Early. So we were in high
I
school.
think it was 70. Uh,
Yeah, that's
um,
you're talking about going down to the Coney Island to the recruiting place. That's
Hmm.
where I registered for the draft. I still have my original draft card.
Wow.
do you?
Though after we went to the protest, I was performing at my
70.
father's
70.
union on a talent contest in Queens. So I had to go home,
Were you singing
get
people?
changed, and that was weird.
People meeting.
I actually sang that.
I know. I remember you singing that. I just do in my
What did you
brain.
sing?
People.
People.
That's
Uh,
not a protest song.
no,
No, that was
no.
for the talent show at
Yeah, you
the
couldn't.
electricians union thing
At
they
least
had
it
every
should.
year.
We shall overcome or something.
Yes.
We shall
But but but
overcome.
but Lenny, your pop was a proud Union member,
Yes, he was. And
and
he
he
believed against the war in Vietnam. He was a military man. He fought in World War II. My brother was in the Navy. He was part
and
of
your
the
mom.
NATO crews. My mom was a naval officer. She did coding. She
She was a
detected codes of
wave.
Japanese codes. She broke Japanese codes in Seattle. So my mom was really smart
So you had
with
your
that.
brother, your mom, and your dad all in the
But
military.
my mom
What
and
happened to
dad
you?
thought,
You're weird.
but they thought the Vietnam War was wrong.
Yeah.
And when I said I'm going to go protest, I'm going to the village, I'm doing this. As long as I was home before the sun sets, I was fine. And I had a call them. I had extra dimes with me.
Mhm.
My brother Mitch was in the army.
Yes, he was.
My dog just opened the door.
Your dog just opened the door?
She just came to the door. I got nervous because I wasn't sure. She just,
Huh.
oh my God. Now she's on the bed. Okay, she's happy.
Oh, you little baby girl.
She wants to go. I know she just wants to go.
Hi, Sparkles.
But hey,
You little
Sparkles, they're
fucking
all saying
girl.
hello. And she's looking. Hi, baby. Uh,
Mine's just on the bed with my husband watching TV,
okay.
just hanging
Well,
out.
What's on TV? Oh,
no, I
I'm
don't know what you,
watching Westerns.
you're always
I
watching
just watched a
Westerns.
great Western. Oh my God, it's a new one, 2024, with Mario Van Peebles and his
Oh
son was
God.
in it. It's called Outlaw Posse. It
Mario
was
Van
really
Peebles.
good.
Nope.
Very, very good. We enjoyed that a
I
lot.
the closest thing to Western is Back to the Future when they were in the West. So,
No,
no, I used to
I
watch
was actually very happy. This should have been in the movies. It was in that
I,
I
I,
really enjoyed it.
I used to watch Bonanza with my dad,
I'm watching that
with
now.
everybody, and Gunsmoke.
Now, one of my favorite
The
two
Virginian,
Virginian was I liked, and
that
One
was
I
my
like,
also
favorite show.
what was the other
Maverick.
one with the two guys? Da 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 da
Da,
da
da.
da.
I
What was
watched
it?
that Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild
Wild
West.
Wild West.
because I thought he was gorgeous, gorgeous,
Cute.
gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Did you watch Maverick, or was that too?
Yes, I love Maverick. Oh my God.
James
She
Garner.
I
watched
even loved
every
it.
Western, every
Yeah, I love
Western.
Maverick.
He was
Love
he was
Maverick.
the first non-hero. I mean, because he would back out of things. James
Oh, he
Garner.
was great. He was fabulous. I
And the
love
other one I liked
Maverick,
was "Have a Gun Will
and
Travel."
I'm watching that
Have
again.
gun will travel is a song
Trouble
of a
is the
man.
song of a
I know the
man.
song, but I wasn't into it. I just,
Because
it
he was
was
Love
always,
that show. That's
right,
one of the best ones.
because he was an ugly cowboy.
yeah.
He wasn't ugly. He
Oh, I
was
like the
attractive.
rifleman. I like the rifleman.
I like
Right.
the Rifleman,
That, by the way,
but then
that's
I got
on
Because I
bored with
like
it.
the kid. I like the kid, the son. I
Johnny
had more.
Crawford.
Yeah, Johnny Crawford.
Crawford,
He
Johnny
just passed
Crawford.
away a little while ago.
Did
Yeah, I
he?
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Hmm,
became a big band leader or a band.
yeah.
really?
But
He
by the
was
way, I
good.
have a Samsung TV has like all these old movies. Uh, uh, Chuck Harness is on every half hour with a new show.
Really?
Anytime you want to go, there's a show, The Rifleman.
No.
Oh,
But I don't think that would have been a hit today because he kills at least 4 or 5 people every show.
did you watch
What do
Brandy?
you think video games do?
Oh, Maxine, what about that video game we used to play? And every time you run someone over the car, the
The
cross would
cross
come
would
up.
come up.
No,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and then we played that in
Les loved that game.
and Les would go.
that's weird.
That's
That's
weird.
weird.
We know he would go play the video games when he was in med school. If he needed to
Yeah.
like just chill, he'd go to the Nathans in Yonkers because they had a big area, and he played Evil Knievel till the
Mhm.
machine like got
Tilted.
tired, until he killed it. And he would play the other game with the crosses coming up just because.
Well,
And
don't you remember at around 10, 11 o'clock at night, we would all get in the car and drive to Asbury Park to play pinball because
Asbury
you couldn't
Park.
play pinball in New York.
Right, it was illegal. There's actually a show about that. Did
Is
you know
there?
that?
We used,
Anyway,
yeah,
anyway, guys, I hate to tell you this.
because that's weird.
You gotta watch that show. You like it. It's about
Our,
the guy who helped get it passed that you can play video games. I gotta remember the name. I'll find
our
it.
time is up.
Oh, wah, wah, wah. So
Yeah.
is
But
that
anyway,
were we weird enough for you today? Is my question.
yes, but you're going away fr
True.
Friday?
Yeah, I won't say.
It's
I won't
Friday,
say
and
that I'm
her
going
birthday
away.
It's your
is on the
birthday. Happy
20th.
birthday, because I probably won't see
Happy
you.
birthday.
It's next week.
I
I know,
know.
but
We won't say
I'll
how
be
old you
cool.
are, but that you passed 50,
We're
didn't you?
I'm
49.
49.
Oh, so you're gonna be your
The same
50th
age as
birthday.
me.
No, I'm 48.
49.
I'm gonna be 49, right?
49. So you're gonna
Right.
be
So I'm
49, just like
48
me.
now.
Just like
We're
Jack
both
Benny.
we're both the same age.
No, he's 39. I'm a little
Uh,
Oh.
older.
all right. I'll go
Anyway, guys,
with
I will see you
49.
next week. We're gonna have another hour, but
Peace out.
peace
Peace
out.
out.
Anyway, you've been watching Tush Twins. These
Stay
two
weird.
maniac,
This is
two
weird. The
maniacal
W
women.
for weird.
We're weird.
These two weird women on malcolmpresents.com. Stay tuned next week for another
We should.
exciting and weird show.
This is a good
Bye.
thing. We should use this. Okay. Ciao.